Hello Zods, today we're going to talk about the Pokemon Center Prismatic Evolutions ETB. If you look at what happened in the past few days, there's been a restock of these products and prices dropped dramatically from 333 around that range all the way down to 260. That is because more supply came out and people are just dumping the product. Probably also because of the restock of the normal ETBs, so there's just been a couple of sell-offs of Prismatic Evolutions. So if you look at the recent data, there's a couple of sales for 260, 250, 247. Yep, people are just getting out of this product, 239, 219. So what should you do if you're holding or not holding? Okay, not financial advice. In the end, do what you want to do. So first case, if you're holding, so I do hold some. Fortunately, I didn't get the restock because you know what, it's always difficult if you're not in the US to get this product, or not in the UK. It's extremely difficult. Your payment methods don't work, lots of issues, and then you're stuck in the queue. Okay, so I didn't get the restock, but I got it when it first came out. So right now, what am I doing? Just holding, just easy. Investment is for the long term, and long term, I think this has a lot of potential. So I'm definitely not going to sell it now, given that it's dropped so much. I mean, what's the point, right? And to go through what it contains again, it has 11 Prismatic Evolutions packs, and it's got that promo card with Eevee with that Pokemon Center stamp on it, and it's also got the normal promo Eevee card. Then it's got the other ETB accessories which aren't really worth anything. Okay, so the main thing here is the promo card with the Pokemon Center logo, and that is the main thing. It's featuring a very popular Pokemon, which is Eevee, and if you look at the Scarlet and Violet era, there are probably only 3 cards that are worth collecting at the moment, or worth in the sense that it's a popular Pokemon. So first we have that Charmander, which is a Gen 1 Pokemon, and it's a very cute scene and very nice artwork. Then we have 151, which features the Snorlax, and then we have Prismatic Evolutions SV 8.5, which features Eevee. The other ones are also featuring some Pokemon, but they're not really popular. So really, if you have this box, well, I have the box, I'm doing what I'm doing, you don't need to follow. I'm holding for the long term. I think long term this is going to do quite well. So this drop, it may go further down, you know, people might sell more stock might come out. I'll try to get some more, but no, not really get upset. Okay, so if you don't have it, should you pick it up at this price? That's already up to you. I think right now the market is a bit volatile, so determine for yourself. Think about where you think this can go in the future and what's the potential of this. And for best case scenario is wait for a restock, buy it at MSRP, and if you can't do that, then you gotta do your own research. See the potential of this, look at the risk versus reward, and then decide. Me particularly, I probably wouldn't get it at this price. I would wait for the restock. If I can't get it at MSRP, I'll probably just hold on to what I have right now. Okay, now compare this to the normal ETB, similar story. You see a huge drop. Okay, let's look at the 1 month. Normal ETB is 135 all the way to 119. I think it was one point was 110, and people were selling for 100. Lots of sales for 100, and now it's making its way back again, 127. So it's a very resilient product, I have to say. So let's go through the 3 main points again of why this has long potential. I know lots of people, well, not lots of people. There are some people who are of the opinion that this is going to be printed to the ground and this will go back to MSRP. Whilst that is not impossible, I mean, anything can happen. This thing can go to MSRP, but it is probably not likely because of 3 main reasons. Firstly, let's talk about the theme. The theme is evolutions, okay, and that is very popular amongst collectors. Look at all the past evolution cards, and especially the most recent set before what's this, Scarlet and Violet era, the Sword and Shield era, Evolving Skies. That is the most valuable set in Sword and Shield era, and booster boxes going above $1,000 each. Now we have almost what you can say Evolving Skies 2.0 Prismatic Evolutions. A strong theme. Second, art-wise, it's great, it's decent, not super amazing, but it's great for the theme. And when you couple those two together, it's a strong combination. And the third element is the structure of the cards. The structure of the cards being that it has a very bad pull rate, meaning it's very difficult to pull that card that you want. And this helps because it helps with scarcity. There are 26 SRR Pokemons and 6 SRR trainers. So 32 SRRs in this set. So it's very difficult to pull the particular SRR, which is the Umbreon, which most people are chasing. I know other people's favorites evolutions could differ, but most people are chasing that Umbreon, and the pull rate is very low. Okay. Added to that, there's also the Master Ball Holo and then the Pokeball Holo, which adds to the element of cards that you want to collect. So the set is very big, and that is why the three main reasons why this set is doing well, and it's the top set of Scarlet and Violet era. Looking at Destined Rivals, this beats Destined Rivals by a lot. Okay, so this set is strong. So unless there's a massive reprint, I don't think this will go to MSRP. Okay, that's just my view. So if I have this now, I mean I open some, but I'm keeping some. Okay, and then yeah, just other products. Also, because of the reprint, dropped all the way to 70, and then now making its way back to 80 again. Let's see all the way. Okay, look at it. It dropped all the way below 70, 68, and now it's back to 80. So it's a strong set, and if you look at the set value, this is the key thing. This is, if you go to Poke Data, the total set value is $7,681. So it's over 8,000. I think at one point it was over $8,000. So this is quite resilient. The top card is $1,400, and the second one, Sylveon, over 500. Now this is crazy in the Scarlet and Violet era. Okay, it's even stronger than most Sword and Shield sets. The only one I think it might not be stronger than is the Evolving Sky set. But the thing that this is better than Evolving Skies is there's the Master Ball Holo and then the Pokeball Holo. And if you were to compare this total set value to Evolving Skies is 5,916. Well, you can argue that the total number of cards here is 447, whereas for Evolving Skies is 369. So it's probably not a fair comparison. But if you just compare the top cards, yes, the Evolving Skies Moonbreon is higher, but Sylveon EX 554, Rayquaza VMAX 788. So the top two cards is higher, but if you look at the number of cards that are above 200, then Prismatic Evolutions beats that. Okay, all its evolutions SRRs are above 300 actually. Only EV itself is 221. Whereas Evolving Skies only has, 8 cards above 200. So from that front, Prismatic Evolutions, after the 2 or 3 years reprint, it would be interesting to compare the two sets again to see which one would do well over the long term. And I think it has a good chance. Oh yeah, and that's pretty much it. I think for now it's really, market is volatile. You know what, there could be people are saying there's bubble could be bursting, but just be clear about what you want and be prepared for different scenarios. If you overweight in Pokemon right now, i.e. a lot of your portfolio is in Pokemon, and if there's a drop and you have to pay expenses, then yeah, that's kind of a you problem. You gotta rebalance it to make sure that you still have enough funds to meet your day-to-day expenses. So that's why it's so important to keep a budget, making sure that you're allocating funds appropriately so that you meet your day-to-day commitments. But if this is just a calculated, budgeted part of your portfolio, then just be a bit more resilient. Drop in price, it's fine. You know, it moves in cycles. If you believe in the choices that you've made and you're not worried about it in the short term, then just let it, you know, play out. Okay, that's pretty much it. Catch you on the next one.